Hey moms and dads, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Liz and this is Simply Homeschool. If you're returning, hey guys, I hope that you guys are all doing well. So today I am just going to show you how I average out our grades and how I kind of keep things together and organized, and then how I put them onto our report cards. Now the report card I just created, and I'm hoping to get these PDFs somewhere where you guys can upload them if you guys would like. But I will be showing you guys that today, so if you want to stick around and see how you average out grades, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so basically these are the booklets that we use for our workbook pages. So Tally has all of her schoolwork in each one of those. What I did was I bound them to where 2 books equal 1/4. So as you can see, this is our book 5 and book 6, and this is for our 3rd quarter. So basically what I did is in the back of each of her booklets, I made up kind of like a guideline of how to keep track of her grades. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. So for instance, these are lessons 111 through 130. So it starts off here and it's Bible lesson 111. This was the verse she had to memorize, and I wrote in the grade as she did it. So then reading, these are the 2 orals she had to give to me, and I wrote the grades here and wrote her letter grade there. So it goes on. Language, she had 2 quizzes, 2 tests. I wrote the grades here. Here we have writing, we have 4 tests, and then spelling, we have 4 tests as well. Now what I also did, that is her book 6. This is her book 5. So what I'm going to do, how I average it out, is I look at the number grade, okay? And what I use for our number grading scale is our 10-point grading scale, and I took the scale from our Abeka curriculum because they have like a little breakdown. Let me show you. So in my teacher test keys, I've organized them a different way, but if you guys do Abeka, it'll be under your language, quizzes, and tests. And then these are the grading tests here. This is the 6-point and the 10-point. I use the 10-point. Now, if you guys are interested, once I do get the PDFs uploaded to a site, I'll be able to let you guys know. And maybe I'll have a form on there with this breakdown so you guys can print it out and use it if you need one for a guide. So what I typically do is that's how I figure out what the number grade is, because they give that to you. Now what I do is I take 97 plus 100, okay, which is 197, obviously. And then you just want to divide it by 2 because there's 2 numbers here that we are adding together. So it would be 98.5, so it'd actually be a 99. So what I do here is I write down 99%. Okay, so that's her average for Bible. And then I move on to reading. She has 3 100s, a 96, and a 95. So we're gonna go, let's see, we're gonna add all of these totals together. It's 491 divided by how many? 3, 5. So divided by 5. It's 98.2. So it's just going to be 98, okay? So we're just gonna write reading here, and this is gonna be a 98%. Then we're just gonna continue all the way down the line, you guys. So language, she has a 97, 100, 82, 100, 96, 100, 95, and 93. That's 763. I think there's 8 of them, right? Yes, so divided by 8 would be 95.3. So that is going to be a 95. And you just go all the way down your list. So that's basically it. Her history and science we do as a group. I work with them on it. So that I normally just give them an A because, I mean, if they're involved, if they're answering questions, if they're doing their art projects well, if they're volunteering well, if they're engaged and learning, I give them an A. Because if they get something wrong as we're working through it, I help them figure out the answer anyways. So that is how I work through our history and science. Now I don't have math on here because my math is through teaching textbooks, so it's on the computer already. But I will be taking these grades that I've averaged out here and putting them onto her report cards. Again, when you're averaging out, you take the number, grade, you add them all together, and then you divide it by how many grades you added together. So 2 here, 5 here, 8 here, 8 here, and 8 here. Super easy. Seems harder before you actually do it, but it's super easy. And I love having this at the back because what I do is I start grading, like say she gets through a week. I know I'm sometimes behind on my grading because I hate grading. But if I get through, say we do 2 weeks and then I grade them, as soon as I grade her language in this booklet, I just turn to the back here and I put the grade in. And then when she does quiz 13, I just turn to here, put the grade in, and then I transfer it all over. Makes it super easy. You're not like scrambling through paperwork, trying to find the test, trying to find the answer. It's all in these books, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my laptop and we will put them on the report card. Okay, so this is our report cards. I just have our subjects here. So I'm just gonna go in and change these grades to what I wrote out on this sheet here. So this is a 99. And a 99 with the 10-point grade scale is actually an A+. So this is going to be turned to an A+. Oopsies. I'm just going to line that up there. The next one is 98. And 98 is also an A+ with the 10-point grade scale. Now I'm done with that. Now the math I'm not going to be putting in right now because I have to go into teaching textbooks and pull it, but I'm just going to show you how I average out these grades here. I do have history and science already in there at 97% with A's. So what I'm going to do is basically the same exact thing. I'm going to add up all of these totals and then I'm going to divide it by the amount of totals. So there's 3, 7. So there's 7 subjects. So we are going to add those together and divide it by 7. So that gives Tally a 95.7, or I'm sorry, 97.57. So it's going to be a 98%. So down here I have first quarter, second, third, and fourth. And this is going to be her third quarter grade. Where is, I thought that I had, let me see something real quick. I thought that I already had her little, I guess I don't. Okay, so I need to add in a little text box here. It's going to be a 98%. So I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna move it down to here. So that, I'm gonna enlarge it a little bit. There we go. So her third quarter grade is gonna be a 98. I still have to add in the first and second quarters here, her average. We've already done them. I just haven't added them into this form yet. So that is basically how I do it. Now I'm gonna back out of this so you can see the whole report card and I'll just blur out our personal information. This is basically what our report card looks like. So it has our name, then I just have the dove representing the Holy Spirit, Natalia, and then the year. I have third grade, and oh, why is that second quarter? I didn't change it. See, good thing I'm telling you guys this. This needs to be changed to third quarter. Why isn't it grabbing it? There we go. We are going to put this as white, and this is going to be third order. There we go. Okay, now it's done. So this is what our report cards look like. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and be sure to hit that subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you a part of our homeschooling family here on YouTube. Be safe and be blessed always.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars,